welcome to a Good Morning Yoga. So I thought I'd put together a little yoga sequence, about 15-20 minutes, just to kind of get things moving. And this is one where you could even take little bits and pieces from this quick practice and even going throughout your day and just kind of pulling a few of those just to kind of keep that stretching and opening up moving. So welcome back. Or if you are new, my name is Erin and I'm going to be putting out some yoga videos every Wednesday. Okay, now as we get started, so all you need is a mat, some comfy clothes, maybe some tunes on there if you'd like. Okay, so we're just going to start by sitting up nice and tall, rolling shoulders back and down, and we're just going to find our breath. Okay, keeping nice and tall. And so sometimes when we stand nice and tall, the lower back starts to kind of arch. It kind of brings the bum back. See, if you find that your body tends to do that, maybe tucking the tailbone underneath a little bit. I know my body tends to do that a little bit. So I gotta tuck the tailbone underneath. And just thinking, lengthening the collarbones, meaning just drawing shoulders back and down. Think open chest here. And just a few more breaths here. And when you're ready, we're just going to inhale up with the arms. And then exhaling back down. 2 more times. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. And again. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Wonderful. So from here, let's inhale our hands onto our shoulders. And we're just going to circle our elbows back. So trying to keep a nice long spine just for a moment. There you go. Drawing elbows back. There you go. See if you can draw the elbows in a little bit further and then draw them away as much as you can. There you go. Good. And opposite direction. There we go. You can even put a little bend in the knees there. Good. And release. So we can draw our hands onto the hips and we're just going to widen our feet a bit here. So keep drawing the shoulders back and down. We're just going to circle our hips. Here we go. Working on our hula hoop skills here. And opposite direction. There you go. And then back to center here. So once again, we're just going to do a little stretch for the arms. But for this one here, we're just going to draw our hands out in front. So imagine that we're holding onto this like ball of energy here. And you can even imagine, like, is there something that you want to expand upon today? So maybe that's something physically, maybe you're working on something, or maybe it's even a thought. So expanding kind of peace within your heart or patience or anything you desire. Imagine that's like right in front of us. You're holding right onto it. There you go. So shoulders back and down, thinking toes pointed forward. And when you're ready, we're just going to turn that ball of energy, that thought there, I'm just going to turn it on its side a bit, and we're going to inhale, open up, and then exhale back. So same, but we're just going to tilt it the opposite way, and then inhale, open, and then exhale back. So we're just going to continue here. It's expanding from the heart here, expanding that thought. Good, big stretches. That's it. I love you this much. There you go. I couldn't pass the opportunity up too late and say that. And my arms, we're just gonna get like, we're getting hug ready here. Getting them ready for hugging soon, I hope. There you go. Okay, one more each side. Big stretch, option to put a little bend in the knees as we move here. Then when you're ready, coming back to center here. So once again, imagine that you're holding onto a ball, so how your hands would fit around a ball there. Shoulders back and down, open heart. And so take that thought, that intention that we have in between our hands there perhaps, and we're just gonna draw that to in front of our heart here, and just taking a breath here. You can even close our eyes, so it could be that intention for the day, the thought for the day. So anything we desire that we wanna draw in for our day. Imagining that we can almost even like place that inside of us here as our hands come together in prayer. Nice deep breath. Imagine drawing that intention inside of our heart here now. And then when you're ready, I'm just going to turn to the side so you are perfect where you are here. And so we're just going to stretch out the backs of the legs here. So just trying to keep the hips nice and even. Making shoulders even. We're just going to take a step back with the right foot. There we go, lining up here. And then when you're ready, we're just going to take a hinge forward. So we're just getting a stretch on the underside of the left leg here. Thinking lengthening the spine. You can draw your hands on your hips if you'd like, or reaching the hands to the sky, or in cactus arms. There we go. But really thinking about the hips being nice and even here. So it's like hinging all the way through. There we go. I think this is one of my favorites. I get a lot of lower back pain and getting really stiff, so I find this one lovely to start off my day and even throughout the day. You know, doing a little bit of this. Keeping the breath nice and even. Relaxing shoulders down. 2 more breaths here. And then nice and slowly we're going to hinge up. Feel free to draw the hands on the thigh to help support the upper body to come back up. Good. From here we're going to interlace the hands behind the body, shoulders back and down. Maybe looking up towards the sky. So just watching the neck here. If it's not comfortable, just keeping the eyes looking forward. And here, once again, watching that lower back, that the hips don't start to kind of rock back. Maybe tacking the tailbone underneath a little bit. Good. Think shoulders nice and even. Just a little pause here, a breath here. Two more breaths. And then nice and slowly we can release the hands. We're going to inhale up towards the sky. Press our hands into one another and down towards the heart. Press into the left foot to join our right foot beside our left. So we can, little swing of the hips there, little movement. And we're going to do the same on the opposite side. So here, inhaling up with the hands. We'll take a step back with the left foot this time. So really thinking our feet are on 2 separate tracks here. The hips nice and even. When you're ready, hinging forward. Good, finding a place for the arms. So whether it's cactus arms, straight arms, hands on the hips. So what feels best? So we're just going to stretch on the underside of our right thigh here. And breathing into that stretch here. A few breaths here. So keep lengthening even through the neck and through the top of the head. few more breaths here. And then nice and slowly, we're going to start to come up. You can always put your hands on your thigh to slowly come back up. When you're ready, you will release the hands here. When you're ready, press into the right foot to join the left foot beside. You can heel, toe, the legs, a little release here. We're just going to come into a forward fold here now. So feet hip width apart. We're going to inhale up with the hands. That's it, big stretch. So maybe coming on to the toes here. Good, finding our balance. And sometimes keeping the eyes focused on a place for balance can help as well. Good. And then nice and slowly we can lower the heels down if the heels were raised. And then slowly we can hinge forward. So you can put a bend in the knees if you'd like. Option to put the hands on the thighs. And so maybe this is your hinge forward. Or maybe releasing the hands down to the ground. It's going to feel lovely. You can relax the head here and even thinking the back of the neck, the head really relaxing down. Good. 2 more breaths here. And then nice and slowly, we're just going to start to roll up. So thinking about the feet being nice and grounded in the earth, you can always put a bend in the knees as we slowly come back up. Good morning. Shoulders back and down. Take a pause here with those planted feet. Good. Wonderful. So I'm just going to turn to face the front here. Towards you. So from here, just a little movement here for the hands and for the feet. There's lots of different energy centers in the hands and feet, and I believe it's important to really allow that movement of the hands and feet, keeping that energy moving. And it's also really nice there, trying to, let go any tension. And it's amazing how much tension we can build up in hands and feet. So from here, just a simple movement. You can always keep a bend in the knees of the wrists. And trying to keep the rest of the body very, very still. Maybe even a little engaging of the core here. So a little movement of the wrists here in opposite direction. Okay. And from here, we're just going to draw our hands out in front. So from here, we're just going to stretch out our hands as far as we can. So I almost think of these ones like Spider-Man. Think of Spider-Man when I do this. So really stretching out, and then you're going to start to close in your hands and then drawing your hands towards your wrists, just as far as comfortable, and then the same thing. So breathe in, stretch the hands, breathe out, draw them in. Big stretch. Feel it there. Good. Just a few more. Good. And release. So really allow the arms to relax, the hands to relax. So we're just going to move down and into our ankles and feet. So from here, we're going to ground onto our left foot. So feel free to get a little closer to the wall just to get a little bit more balance. So from here, we're just going to circle that right ankle. So see if we can even the hips, open the chest. Good. So just some circles here, going in both directions. And you can always rest the heel down if you need, or the toe for a moment, and then start again if you need to, no problem. Good. Okay, we're going to come back to center. So option here to keep that knee up or putting the heel down on the ground, like so. Okay, so from here, what we'll do is close the toes in and then extend the toes out as much as we can. There you go. So big stretch. There we go. That's it. And release. Okay, we got one more to go. So grounding onto the right foot there. So we're just going to circle out. Circle that left ankle here. Good. Keep standing nice and tall. There we go. In opposite direction, making some circles here. And always remembering you can lower the heel and rest the heel down on the ground here. If you need a little rest, a little pause, or lowering the knee down a little bit more. And coming back to center. Here, once again, you can rest your heel on the ground. And we're just going to close the toes, and then we're going to open the toes up. So we're just going to do that a few times. Keeping breathing. That part's not an option. There we go. Just a little bit more. And release. So grounding onto that left foot there, just rocking off one foot then the other. And just drawing our feet about hip width apart. We're going to roll our shoulders back and down and really long spine here. So we're just going to find 3 nice deep breaths. And there we go. So a little yoga sequence practice for you today. So with this one here, taking little bits and pieces of it throughout your day and keeping the movement of the body, keeping the energy moving and feeling free. That's the theme for today, feeling free with movement there. So hope you enjoyed the practice. Comment below there and tell me how you found it and if there was any of the movements that you enjoyed to carry throughout your day. So once again, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber already, you can subscribe and just hit your notifications button there to let you know when new videos are out. So hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, bye!